What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Content Chop Shop. Today we're running a little bit thin. Today it's the Beard and Cool Show.
That's all it is.
I like it. Or the Cool Beard. What was the aftershave that had
hold on. Boom.
What up?
Oh, we got Pick a Bro. What's up, Pick a Bro? All right, so JK, Biz Bros are joining us as well. But
so we're gonna do a Cabro shirt that has like a Pikachu, thing around it. It's just Pika-Bro.
Love
so
it.
many good things come out of this show. I love it.
Love it. We are live for the first time.
We are
in
indeed
Content
live
Chop Shop Facebook page.
on the page, which I'm
No
very
way.
excited about. Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah, so it should be much more shareable now, which I'm going to do right now, is share that to the peoples.
Awesome. Is Corey coming today or not today?
Yeah, Corey couldn't make it. We have like super deadlines to hit today, so like our stop point is hard today, and I know Jim's got a hard stop point too.
Yeah, it's all
here, baby.
good.
Yep. All right.
So, I have shared that, so hopefully we'll get some people to speak at. But other than that, like I said, welcome back to another episode of Content Chop Shop, the only show where we review content that sells and we give you tips and tricks that you can use in your own content so you can sell more of your services and products. So today we have, as usual, our amazing host here, Ron Cool of Hindsight Hacking Media. His other half, which is the main point of contact, is working right now. So we are.
People are calling him a lot. That's the problem. People are calling him. They're trying to get a hold of me. They're just calling Corey. So he's busy. He's busy taking phone calls.
It happens. I think it's the best of it.
That's what happens with Fonzie, all the time. They're trying to get a hold of you.
Just trying to get a hold of you. And of course, we have the Biz Bros, Fonzie and Lewis. Pick a bro.
Let go.
Do hashtag Fonzie or Lewis to pick your favorite bro.
Hashtag
And
and we have Jim the Beard up there. Let's go.
thank you.
Host
So today we got some fun videos for you guys. I am excited to dig in. So let's start it off.
Woohoo.
And go.
There's something so sexy about a man in a button-up shirt. But sometimes it's just not worth the stress.
I didn't do anything. No stress. This shirt's for Man Collar.
Oh. What's not sexy about other dress shirts is the list of chores that comes with them. And color shirts don't come with a list of chores. They're stain resistant, wrinkle free, and machine washable, which makes that colored shirt look even sexier. Oh, I love this part. No, not that part. Talking about that part. Yeah. And color shirts and pants stretch and move so they stay tucked in with no crack hanging out.
Wait, did that happen with my old shirts?
Yeah, all the time. It's very stressful. I didn't have the heart to tell him. Now that we're not busy babysitting Paul's shirts, he's trying out all sorts of sexy moves in his stress-free clothes. Like assembling our IKEA dresser. That's a sweet asphalt you got, Paul.
Bjorksnaz is our safe word.
And I never hear it. And color shirts are so breathable, I don't have to clean his pit stains anymore. Oh, your lack of sweat is making me sweat, Paul. Do you want to know the sexiest part? In color shirts start at $35. And they got Paul that new promotion, so now he can afford Kylie's piano lessons. What? No! Yes. Now, you might be thinking, can a shirt that easy to take care of really look that good? Before Ann Color, Paul had a cute dad bod, like Chris Pratt pre-Guardians. But with Ann Color, he looks like he's ready to join the Avengers. Except now, he doesn't have to stress about his size, so he's smart enough not to divorce Anna Faris for a Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, Chris, what were you thinking?
You'll feel less stressed not having to dry clean or iron them. Which leaves more time for Paul to fulfill my other needs. No wrinkles, no stains. Oh, yeah. Look at that four-way stretch. Oh, mommy likey splashes right off. Love that chore play, honey. And because the fabrics are made from recycled bottles, They don't fray or tear. They're super strong, just like my man.
Ow.
Okay, so maybe the shirt's a little stronger than my man. And I'm not the only one obsessed. Local customers are saying. Oh, here's a good one. Look at this bad boy. Dream on, kid. And collar shirts are completely machine washable.
I feel like you just like me for my clothes.
Shut up and do the buttons.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you want to spend less time pampering your clothes and more time being pampered, go to AnnCollar.com and buy your stress-free dress shirts today.
All right, let's talk about it.
Who wants one of those?
I want one of those.
I'm
I don't
loving
even
it.
dress up.
I thought it was.
I was trying to order it as we were watching it. So
Clearly is effective.
So right out
Why-
the gate,
why-
it felt very much like Harmon Brothers. The way it was shot, with the comedy infusion, it felt like a lot of their different ads that they run, to where they do that. They infuse the sarcasm, the super specific jokiness.
okay, time out.
Yeah,
The heck was that, Lewis? Are you drinking the ocean every day? Like, holy smokes, man!
what just happened? Oh
Hey,
wow!
Look
I
at the
thought that
water
was
bottle.
like.
Like all of a
I thought
sudden,
you
I
had to
look
replace the
down
water tank at
and
work
I
or
see
something.
something as big as Lewis's head.
I thought you were just picking that up to replace it after the show in the water
My
tank.
oxygen tank. No, okay. Parenthesis, clearly. Sorry. Pattern interrupt. Very effective. Not on purpose. Here it goes. So I've been trying to
See,
drink a
now
lot of
I'm
water.
focused on the damn water. Yeah, I can't get off it.
I've been trying to drink a lot of water, and we talk about the process of removing the friction, right? So I had 1,000 water bottles, and then I had this fancy water tracker in my watch. Nothing worked for me, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm starting 75 hard on Monday, so to get ready for that, I need to drink a gallon of water every single day. So I'm like, okay, well, that's like 4 of these bottles, but the process of like trying to keep count of like how many times I refill it, I was losing count. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to remove the friction. I'm going to buy me a 1 gallon bottle of water that also has timestamps right here on the pacing of my drinking, which is incredible. So today is the first day that I am using this, and it has been really effective. So I'm good. I'm keeping up at 5 p.m. Here it goes.
Well, and the bonus is you can do curls with it, so you can just
Yeah, that's
maximize.
cool. I'm gonna have amazing arms.
Yeah, on that
Yeah,
one
in
side.
one, he's gonna be like a tennis player.
Yeah.
What's going on, Robert, in the audience? Thanks.
He's
for
going to have a
coming.
new drinking water elbow problem.
Yeah.
He will.
I know.
He will.
Anyways,
Come next week, his elbow is going to be hurting. It's going to be bad.
So let's
Ron,
get back to.
Hold on,
Let's
I
get
want
back
to know
to-
where he got it. Like, I need
Oh, we
You
a
didn't
want
finish the
gallon
commercial. We didn't
drinking
finish the
water.
commercial yet. Okay, go ahead and finish it up.
So
Where can we buy one?
secret plot. This was my commercial for my affiliate link on this water bottles. No, I'm kidding. Amazon. I'll send you the link afterwards, Ron. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll send you the link.
Let us know if you guys are interested in one of those. Just put it in the chat. Gallon water. Hashtag
Let's go to the
gallon bottle of water. You know what the downside is? It doesn't fit in the cup holder in the car. So that's enough for me, dog.
I don't think it fits in the passenger seat of the car.
I have.
It would drive your son. You should get a Tesla and put it in the driver's seat,
God,
and then it would
that'd
drive
be-
you around. And then you could tell your wife you got it for the show.
Or you could get one of those really big straws that just goes all the way into it. Just always be.
You just stole my Facebook Live today. That's what I was gonna talk about. My Facebook. I'll tag you.
All right, good. So anyway, Ann Collar, what do you guys think about?
And
What do you guys
color.
think about the spot?
I'll buy.
Look at that. Robert.
At the
Bye.
end of the
Robert-
day,
Robert's a customer.
I liked the commercial, even though it was long.
Mm-hmm.
It was entertaining. It was funny. I was waiting to see what other innuendos would pop in there. So all of it, it was the exact commercial that I would want for something that I would be selling.
It was
Yeah.
a little longer. It was 3 minutes long, which is weird to say that 3 minutes is long, but it truly
Well,
is.
I sat there and I was like, okay, this is taking a little bit of time. I wonder how long it's going to be, but it didn't bother me. It was long,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that is because we're with the mindset of analyzing the ad. But when it first came across me, I was like, man, this is actually very entertaining. Well, first, the very beginning when he like just throws all that punch on his shirt, and like the shirt is perfect. I was like, what? Like,
Yeah,
like that's
they had
amazing.
me at the punch.
Yeah. And then the first joke that she was like, oh gosh, and like went to like kiss him. I was like,
Right.
this is funny too. So that I kept watching the whole thing, and I love how pretty much every single benefit has a joke. Like there's a joke
Mhm.
paired with every single benefit that they're throwing on the shirt. And the benefits go beyond, like it's a stretch and stuff like that. But it's like, oh, he had a dad bod, but now he looked good. It's like that internal feeling of, oh yeah, it's gonna make me look good. I have to avoid the work. Like one of the reasons I don't use like any of those shirts, I had like one, and I hate ironing it. Like they're always all wrinkly and stuff. It's so annoying. But those I would use actually.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job at depicting the attractive character through the wife, right? So this is something like the wife could buy potentially for the husband. So I want to encourage everybody listening or watching, right? Like, how can you apply these principles to your thing? And I want to highlight the fact that I don't know if this commercial was a Harmon Brothers commercial, but the fact that they started a trend, because every commercial that we've seen on that style, we're like, that might be a Harmon Brothers. Well, we have no idea. But the fact that they came up with a framework on how to do their commercials, it's incredible. And then people relate that. So talk about branding on this side of things, right? Obviously, we know because we're in the market, right? We're in that market, in that industry. But maybe for somebody outside of it, everything looks the same. But they set that trend on that type of commercials. And then at the end, they have all these elements, thinking through, obviously, attractive character. The features, they show the features in a very creative way. It's like show and tell, and then at the end it's like, look at these reviews, and they just start going through it, right? It's like, oh, it's happening, right? So those elements, those are things like we talked about it last time in the big productions, right? Oh, but we cannot apply that into our things. Well, there are principles inside of those things that we can apply, right? So structure of it, how do they structure that, and we can go back and releasing that, and it's like, let's stop the squeeze. You can definitely go.
Do you think that they're targeting 75 hard people? Like, you don't gotta do that. Just buy the shirt.
They just buy the shirt, bro. I don't know. Who knows? I'll still buy the shirt just because of the fact that I tend to spill a lot of stuff on me. So
I think that in itself was like it. That sold me. I was just because
right out the gate.
I drink a lot of coffee. Yeah. And there's like every shirt I have like has drip marks right here that doesn't come off. Fucking pisses me. I forgot we were live. I apologize to everyone watching live.
Yeah, Ron got real comfy all of a sudden.
Yeah, Ron, for me is that, and also the talking thing that is like, it doesn't like go out of your pants, like it always stays tucked in. Because dude, I hate when I have those shirts and I'm always like trying to fix it and stuff. Dude, that is so annoying. So those two for me were like, this is prime. Like I'll even use that to play soccer if you want me to.
Nice.
I want to see you.
I think I might have to get one of these shirts.
Anyone? Yeah.
I think I might.
Let's do it. Next
throw
episode. Let's contact Ant Caller and be like, hey, you guys want to sponsor it? And then we'll all show up with the Ant Caller. Bam, bam.
Ooh, I like that.
Bam, bam.
We need a sponsor. Let's get them.
Hey.
Let's go.
And the next one.
As you know, this is COVID, the virus.
Now this is Corvid, a full-stack web development platform that...
What the hell is Corvid?
Whoa.
Is this another virus?
Just give me a second. Corvid lets you use custom code to rapidly build professional web applications.
It's spelled COVID, not COVID.
No, we're talking about Corvid, like this.
Oh, damn it.
I think you might have a branding problem on your hands.
You think so, Phil?
Yeah, calling a product Corvid is an excellent idea in 2020.
Actually, we named it in 2019, before the pandemic, after this super intelligent bird
Bad
family.
name. I've never liked it, even before the pandemic.
Do I need a mask to use it?
Haha.
Wow, worst brand name ever.
Branding fail.
Epic fail.
By the copywriter.
All right, we hear you. It's time for a new name. So now, 11 crazy months later, we present to you Velo. Smarter,
faster, and definitely not a pandemic. Your move, Corona.
All right.
As you know,
let's talk about it.
Well, they just did a full free commercial for Corona right there.
Yeah.
Their partner.
Yeah.
What was funny is I actually liked the original name because it's
I
kind
did
of like
too.
what you're wearing right now, Lewis. Right? So it's taking something that is associated with something else and kind of rebranding it something else. So I was fine with the original name. But I liked
it make you remember it just
Yeah,
because
exactly.
of how hard they beat on it, because of people being like, "Oh yeah, nice pandemic product."
Yeah, no, I liked how they made fun of each other or themselves. I'm not sure about the new name, but I like the old name.
I think it's a smart rebranding move. I think is definitely I'll remember that ad. I didn't mind the other name, Corvid, either, right? But at the same time, I didn't know about Corvid until I saw this ad today. You know? So for me, it's like it's not an issue. Like if they want to change the name, it's all good. But I think it's an interesting way how they did that brand play.
Robert says, "Oops, we messed up and clearly spent more money to fix it. Please buy now."
Absolutely. I think this speaks about the principle of riding the wave of social issues, right? We've talked about this on the show before. So maybe they did it by accident, or they COVID tried to ride the Wix wave. I don't know if it's backwards or whatever, but the fact is, you got it. Okay.
Yeah, you said COVID tried to ride the Wix wave. Yeah, definitely backwards.
But the fact is, why, I don't know if this is part of a campaign. I was trying to find a different ad and I saw this one and I was like, oh, that's interesting because of that. So they're obviously don't want the association with it, and they try to make it obviously a funny side of things, where with all these comments coming in, and I honestly liked it. I was like very entertained. I loved the text coming in and the way that they read it and the dynamic of like showing what you can do on this new feature, Wix.
Yeah.
So
I also love the fact that like everybody complains about everything nowadays, and they portray that in the ad, right? Like all the text messages.
Yes.
Blah blah, fire the copywriter, blah blah, right? And like if you go on Twitter, I think it's like that, like the Wild West, right there. Everybody's
Corey complains. Yeah, I dug it. I mean, it's good. I'm gonna remember it. I don't remember so well what they do, but I remember it. I remember the basis of like the name and the name mess up, and I know.
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea what they do. I just know they're a Wix company, but I have no idea what it's for.
Oh, that's true. I have no idea what they do.
So they dropped the ball there, maybe because they went so hard on the funny. So maybe it would be something like you do a retargeting.
I feel that we should have Robert on the show, by the way. Like these comments, this is a good tryout, Robert. Good stuff.
Definitely.
That's too funny.
But yeah. Now, from the standpoint, I'm thinking like from the standpoint of an actually like showcasing your product or what it does, like it doesn't really make sense. like branding wise, cool. You manage for people to remember the name, but like product wise, like none of us have any idea what they do. I think they spend like literally like 5 seconds in the whole ad saying what they do. It was like, oh, something code
showing.
Yeah.
It was like a little screenshot. It was like 2 seconds. Where
I don't even remember that. I remember the bird with the glasses.
They started with really dense information of like, then here we do with software and and Wix, and then it was like, and funny, and then we were all like, oh, thank you. Funny.
I'm gonna go that. I'm going that.
Yeah. Oof. I'm actually gonna. I'm just gonna go sideways because I like the branding aspect of it, but
no, yeah.
I love it.
I love how our thought process went. That was pretty good today, and all of a sudden realizing we never understood what the product was. And
the second you said that, I was like, yeah, I don't like it.
It's like I was trying to think to myself. I was like, I know it said Wix. Is it a website?
here's what I think it happened, right? Like Wix, like I think this is an app for people that are already using Wix because they might be all selling to this new thing, right? So people already know what Wix is, and this is a feature that they might be asking for. I want to say that because I saw something on that app that I really wanted to show, but I couldn't find. But I think it's a feature that is within that came from feedback from the Wix users. So I think that's what it was. So they're kind of rebranding it for people that are ready to use this, right? I got a lot of compliment.
I don't know.
You'll be taking off, and we'll see you here in Jacksonville very soon, my man.
Yeah, right. So what do you guys think out there in the audience? Do you guys agree with us? Did you guys like the ad? Not a fan? Yeah. Let us know in the comments. We always appreciate that. Antonio, thanks for watching. Robert, of course, thanks for watching. We got a couple more in the audience. Guys, chime in where you can. We got another one coming up from the Instagrams.
Ooh,
Instagrams.
And go. Come on.
One time for my folks on the daily grind. Something special to relieve your mind. Through these difficult days and times, feeling freedom is hard to find. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Someday everything gonna go my way. There won't be no consequences to obey. All work and no play, make me go insane. I need time to chill with no bills today. I gotta get some Friday. Wake up in the morning about 1:15 to dawn, and then I start grinding till the sun is gone. Now when I hear the dog barking on the neighbor's lawn, then I know that I gotta get going. Get a million red lights and punch the clock. Then wait for 8 hours till it's time to rock. I guess I better wise up for my time's up and tell a 9 to 5 that it can kiss my wife. Cause life is for living, not waiting to die. And new beginnings are in short supply. So go find your why, get your piece of the pie, and never give another minute till the days gone by. Oh my, oh me, it's beautiful to me. In a frame of mind where nothing worries me. So hurry, please jump to my side because I can't stop, won't stop kicking it live. Someday everything gonna go my way. There won't be no consequence to obey.
Okay, looks like everybody's here. Let's get started. Ooh, donuts. I want one of those.
How many takes? How many takes you think that took?
Oh man,
that was done live.
Solid.
It's all done live.
Yeah, do it live.
One take wonder right there. Just
we got some love here for Wix. Hey Wix, and the commercial.
I mean, actually, when we saw the ad the first time, I was telling my brother, like, dude, I've never heard anybody say I love Wix ever. But they have so many like they must be pretty successful. They have a huge customer base because they have so many commercials with like pretty high profile people. So it must cost them a lot. But yeah, I've never heard anybody say I love Wix. Wix is awesome.
No.
But yeah,
even though I would pick it over Kajabi.
With that what?
Kajabi.
You'll pick it over Kajabi?
Oh gosh, yeah.
I think Kajabi is better than Wix.
No.
All right.
Oh, it makes you actually ill. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I got a little Kajabi in my throat.
All right, so let's talk about And Collar. What do we think about the second now commercial of this episode of And Collar? Which one was better?
So I think the first one is better, but this was actually the first one that I saw. I saw this one before I saw the other one, and I saw it and I was like, wow, that shirt is really cool. It really caught my attention when he slid down the grass.
That
like
was
that.
fun.
I was like,
That was fun.
yeah, I was like, dude, I want to do that. Like that looks fun.
I want to slide everywhere I go, like a penguin.
Yeah, but at the same time, just like I think it has the same formula as the other ad with every benefit an event happens in here, right? So it's like recyclable bottles, and he's like inside of the trash can, right? He's like untuckable, and he's like falling literally down the stairs. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch the words were going. I was just so engulfed into the action. I didn't even catch the words. When we
All I kept thinking was, oh, parkour went corporate. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Parkour.
I think the whole thing was compressed. I actually liked this one more than the first one, by the way.
Really?
And I'll say why. Like I think everything has it had a story, right? You have this guy that's on his first day to work, right? And I think as a dream client, right, for that company, we identify with that, right? Like I certainly did. I never had that first day job with like that clothing, but I wore those type of shirts, and I was always worried about that stuff. So as he goes forward in the story to his first day, all these things happened. And talk about saying the same message or the same features, right, in this case, through a different story. So, lately we've been talking a lot about that on the message. And it's like, this was a very creative way to paint that picture, right? The first one was a hubby at home with the wife and narrating the whole thing. This is like another type of client, right? The other story she was waiting. Yeah, wink, wink. Yeah. Like, Katie, take. No, I'm kidding.
You gotta buy that shirt then. Just buy that shirt and show up at the house.
Be like
this. Like,
Can you watch the show?
Show up with no pants, just the shirt. And say, this is my Zoom outfit.
She watches no shows. Zero.
No shows. Absolutely.
No shows. But and at the end, it's a good ending. Right? It's like, okay, success. We made it. I feel like that story, linear story, with showing the features and that stuff. I enjoyed it really well.
Yeah, it was good. I like
super engaging. I paid attention through the entire thing. They had me the whole time.
Yeah.
So for that respect, I love it because I did miss some of the text, like Ron was saying. Now that he mentioned it again, I noticed that. But I was fully in it. So now I know and collar. And I know it's a shirt that I can slide around anywhere I am, and I'm fine. You can throw shit at me, and I'm fine. And
I'm just gonna walk there.
How many people go and buy the shirt and then go, here, throw this at me? Like,
literally,
I would. That's the first thing I would do.
Like,
honey,
hey,
throw this water at me.
Hey, guess what? Just throw that at me. Just right now.
Yeah.
Do it. My luck, though, it hit me in the face.
Yeah,
it hit me in the face.
Right.
I mean, you feel
hit me in the face and missed the shirt.
I don't know. Maybe it's heat resistant too, and they throw you something extremely hot, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I don't feel anything."
Yeah.
Good job.
And for the kids.
I think Ann Collar is quickly racing, all the way to the top of the Reynolds race. Who knows?
Now, if he had an Ann Collar shirt on, might be the Reynolds.
If he started doing Mint Mobile shirts and his Ann Collar shirt,
game changer. Yeah,
wouldn't even know what to do. Wouldn't even know what to do.
Mint Mobile would be the next $1 billion company. Boom. Just like that.
My wife's probably wondering, why do you keep showing Ryan Reynolds? I was like, who was I talking to?
All you say is, you know why.
No.
You know what?
Ryan Reynolds came up. Where was I? Oh my gosh. I was at a men's church thing last night, and Ryan Reynolds came up. So I was trying here, let me get out of this. I was trying to explain the Reynolds thing.
Yeah.
It's clearly a visual thing, just so you guys know, because when you try to explain it and there's not a visual, just explain. Right?
It's like
Oscar at a church event for men.
Have we found a figurine yet?
Yeah. Think about like visually. Let's just think about this for a minute. You're at a table with a bunch of guys at a church event, and you try to explain this. Right?
It's kind of squirrely, kind of fast, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. The looks I got, they were like, okay.
This is how you need to explain it. You tell them, hey, have you guys seen The League? If they say yes, or one of them say yes, you're like, well, the Reynolds is like their Shiva. And that's it. And everybody's going to be like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
But what Ron's conversation actually sounded like was probably more like this. No, guys, see, he's shirtless. And you see his abs. And you see his abs, right? No,
and
hold
we're
on.
We're going to paint him gold. Like,
we're gonna
it was-
paint him gold,
it was-
and because he's really good at commercials, you guys know, right? You guys have seen his
It was-
commercials,
yeah,
but he's good
yeah.
at the abs.
Yeah.
He kept
We
saying
put him on the
abs.
screen like 20 times every single show.
just whenever we say it, right? Oh yeah, it got me some looks.
I'm
Got me some
sure
looks.
That's
for a good
funny.
long time. And go.
Instant Scripts helps you sell more, a lot more.
That's hilarious.
All right, let's
Is
talk
that
about
instant script? Is that instant
Instant
scripts like
Scripts.
the same ClickFunnels? Is that the same one that they used to do?
No. That's different products.
The one is Funnel Scripts. Funnel
Scripts is Jim Edwards' product with Russell. Yeah. So this is
Now
a competitor.
there's
This is a
actually.
competitor.
Have you guys actually seen those pages that are AI that make copy? Like that you
Yes.
literally tell them like,
Yeah,
I
literally,
want you to
the
do
one
this,
that
and
Jarvis
and
can make your copy.
that's one of them. Yeah. That is the conversion.ai, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there's some of those crazy. Honestly, personal opinion, I'm not a fan of those things because, dude, like you're just like people are just gonna, settle for doing nothing, not using their brain for anything. But I think it's a good project Kickstarter. They are poo poo poo. There we go, Robert. But that being said, I did enjoy that. I think it was funny. It caught my attention when he like pinged on the wall at first and then like Raja, like threw him.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what is this? And then the story, how we went through, I think it was pretty funny. I wouldn't use the product, but it was pretty funny.
The hook was great because you're like what Fonzie said, and it was like these shops and grab the private parts of this thing. You're like, what is going on?
He really got in there. He really got in there.
He made sure he wasn't letting go. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was like, I want to really know what's happening here, and but I think they depicted the problem, right? They depicted the problem, which is writer's block, right? And it was very, very well explained.
I mean, that is a typical example of, is it hyperbole? Like, just like exaggerate the jokes as much as you can. And it was freaking hilarious, honestly.
I love that they personified writer's block because it's been approached in so many different serious ways. It was nice to see it go goofy and weird, and it was memorable. I'll remember that for a while. Will I use the product?
Oh, yeah.
No, because I don't really see the value in that type of product. But if I was in the market, I would at least consider them.
Yeah, honestly, I would even see myself borrowing the idea, but instead of writer's block, making it some sort of creator's block, right? Because any person that tries to create content, they struggle with that. Dude, I'm like, that is a great way to represent it. Like, you do feel like they have beat up, the F out of you every single time you're trying to write something and you cannot do it.
And you get to beat up your brother.
Right.
He can't. I mean, tried in this last week and I beat him twice. Just saying. So
just saying. Just saying, not saying, but saying. Just saying.
Saying. Yeah. So again, for those watching, what from this commercial can you grab and adapt to anything that you do? Like Fonzie said, the creator's block. We've been talking about that longer. So what is the thing that you're throwing raw at, and how can you personalize it, right? Or
yeah, there wasn't anything crazy about that, Ed. You have the white costume and then the Flash costume. So they went shopping after Halloween was done, and super cheap, decent camera. They did have a decent camera.
Yeah.
But a lot of the new iPhones and the new Androids can shoot very, very high quality. You add a film grain onto it, and I mean, you're pretty much in the running.
Yeah, they know. I think they know a little bit of videography just because of the way it was filmed, the action shots with like quick cuts, movement of the camera. When he was gonna give him the hand to lift him up, it was kind of like a point of view from the bottom, which actually makes that person looks more powerful, right? When you film someone from the bottom. So now you have in the solution, the product, Instant Scripts. I don't remember the name of the product, but now you're like, oh, it's a solution. It's all big and mighty, right? So I personally, on the filming side, they did really, really good. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, no, don't Google it. don't
Yeah,
go
that's danger zone. That's danger zone. NSFW for all of you out there.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself.
It's a thumbs up from me, guys.
Hey.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Stop it.
All right.
Stop it.
Did he tickle you? Did he tickle you?
Wait.
Wait, what?
Was it a tickle fight?
Definitely not. It was a tennis game.
It was a bro fight.
And he
bro fight.
And he lost.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, bro fight. What's happening?
Okay.
We had to settle the,
Ron actually just had to use the bathroom, so he just used that as an excuse. He's very fast. Very fast.
Yeah, we had to, guys.
A quick trip.
And we're ready. And go.
Hey, I'm Jim Edwards, the author of the best-selling book, Copywriting Secrets.
And I'm Dean Edelson, and I keep a journal.
And we just put together a brand new free training for you called Fill My Webinar Secrets. And in this very cool video, we specifically created it to help you get tons more signups, show-ups, and sales on your next webinar, Zoom, or online event.
See, everyone spends weeks or even months creating a super duper webinar. But when it comes time to promote your webinar, what happens? Do you get the sign-up, show-ups, and sales you were expecting or hoping for?
Nope. And it doesn't feel good, does it? It burns like a paper cut filled with lemon juice. So on Fill My Webinar Secrets training, we're going to show you exactly how to pack the house every time with your ideal fans, clients, and customers.
All you got to do is click the link below and get instant access to Fill My Webinar Secrets. We'll see you on the training.
All right.
Is this a real ad?
This is a real ad.
Wow.
And I had to show it after Instant Scripts because Jim Edwards is the one that does funnel scripts.
Wow.
I know. Wow, that's
You
that's
like
good.
that?
That you
See, you
brought
guys
it
think
up.
I have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
strategy. You guys think I have no strategy. I think about this stuff.
maybe he didn't have writer's block, but man, creativity
He had
block.
graphics block. He had any other add-on block, like whatever block, but it was missing something.
Yeah.
Talk about a frictionless ad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, I got
props-
this
props
idea.
for
Let's
that.
hop on Zoom and just talk for 5 minutes, and then
that's
put
pretty
money
much it.
behind it.
You know
But, I
what? Jim Edwards just gets me. I think that dude is hilarious. Usually, this was like super tame Jim Edwards. Like the funniest thing he said was the lemon juice in the cut or whatever, full of lemon juice.
I like the comment on the journal. Like
Oh
that
yeah,
one, that
I
one
write in a
chuckled.
journal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that got me. I did laugh. I
yeah,
laughed.
that one laughed. I laughed.
The first thing I noticed was that Jim Edwards talk, and then there was like a lag, like a small awkward silence, and then the other guy talks. So I was like, bro, like you could have edited that part of this, you know?
Frictionless
Keep it
ads.
open, keep it
But
moving.
the other thing is, it looks very robotic. Like, dude, at least it's a small script. It's a 1 minute video. Like, you could tell in their eyes that they were looking at the screen and like reading.
And they were reading the
sometimes, and
script. Yeah, they were reading.
looking back at the camera. Like, personally, when I see that, I'm like, that turns me off a little bit.
Could this be a podcast ad?
Podcast.
Oh,
Or
Ooh,
just-
so it's not a visual. Wait a second. It has to be a visual ad, or Jim wouldn't have been able.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
It was
exactly.
an ad. It was an actual sponsored ad running right now.
But it could work as a podcast ad.
Okay,
It
so,
could
so
work
here's
for it.
It would be better that way, probably.
here's why I like it. It's frictionless. You can get it out. There's no production, right? I get the thing. Also, these guys, people that know these two guys know their stuff, right? So it's like, okay, like for example, Jim, you love him. Like I had Funnel Scripts for a little bit. He helped us big time. His book, right? It's the credibility is already up there. So the quality of the ad is really not going to do anything to me. I'm going to be like, oh, that's interesting. Let me go at least check it out, right? So I think that's where they're going to. I haven't seen that ad, so that's probably a retargeting ad. It could be, right? Or for people that followed him. He painted pain points big time. He's great at doing the metaphors. Upload, give Facebook money, get money. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm curious, like, to see if this actually runs for a long time.
I like what Robert says. He says someone who doesn't know how to add graphics and other add-ons might be encouraged.
Oh,
yes,
yeah, good call.
everyone
Absolutely good call.
What I
like me personally, I'm going to look up
my-
anything Jim Edwards does because
Yeah,
I'm more
I like
market.
Jim
I'm really more market for him. So
Yeah.
that didn't deter me. I was listening to what he was saying, so therefore I would go check it out.
Yeah.
But if it was a cold audience or even a lukewarm audience, I feel like that's a immediately bounce off.
Like I agree with Robert. You don't need the graphics and all the stuff, but you can put the effort, right? Like this is the thing. You want film as close as you want the end result to be, right? So, for example, if we're talking production with lights and everything, and I know people might not have those elements, you still want to film as close as you want as the final product, right? So you have to do the least amount of editing. If you don't have any of these things, any production, you cannot add any graphics, you still need to, do something that will make it as close as possible to the end product. So if their goal personally was to be like boring and tame and just reading a script, they did great if that was their objective. But at the same time, I think they could have done, use props or something. I mean, Jim Edwards has props. He has like a full office full of stuff. Yeah, he's like a hoarder of stuff. So like he could have grabbed some, the unicorn, whatever.
What do you think if he literally did like a word at a time with a different hat and then just did it like stop motion style?
That would have been pretty epic.
Totally still, just the same delivery, but just literally every word he's changing a hat.
So
that would be pretty good.
I think we can agree that he needs work, right? But at the same time, I love it because it's as least friction as possible.
But
right?
here, look at this. All right.
Hold on. But while you go there,
Missing
no,
a bro.
okay, hold on. But here's the
Robert
thing, like,
says if he can do that and be successful, then I too can make a poor quality commercial.
What is up, everyone? I just came from
Nobody
saving
saw-
the
no-
galaxy.
nobody saw that.
And
No.
now
Nobody saw
I
it.
am
Can-
about
can
to
you-
save
can you do it again?
your webinar. I'm
Nobody
about
saw
to
that.
save your
Nobody saw
webinar,
that.
'cause we all know
Can you
the
do it again?
pain when people don't show up in your webinar. Bro, you see, like you can use props. or
But
something.
he doesn't have a stormtrooper helmet. Okay. So here he goes. Maybe this is a test, right? They're like, let's test our warm audience. I don't know. Like
Maybe,
again,
maybe.
the
I know
fact
Jim
is-
Edwards does a lot of split testing.
yeah. So here's the thing. Like, if the props, we can all agree that these are good things to do that. Like I'm with you, Fonzie. But at the same time, there's a lot of people there that cannot record something because they add friction to it because they feel like they need to do these things, right? So the fact that he can actually go out and show this, like this is probably the least produced ad that we've seen on the show ever, which I love, right? But at the same time, it's if he can do that, why can't we try something like that, right? Like we have these very high standards and we all follow and we can do our best, but sometimes we might have to lower those to execute, right? So we talk about this on the content all the time. And yes, I mean, level the production level, the story, the props, 100% agree. But some people that might want to start and they consider that friction, this is a way for them to validate and be like, let me just put in.
This is my objection in here. He has an audience. The other guy has an audience. People know who they are. This guy have been right next to Russell Brunson for I don't know how long. that plays a big role. Like he can do a boring
Right.
ad, and we're like, I still know who the guy is. But if my brother,
If you
because
don't
I
know,
do
if you have
we're
no
gonna know
audience
him.
and if you have no audience and no credibility, quote unquote, and you do that ad, you're going to get the results that ad would get without being him, which
Yeah,
is
I
not
mean,
zero.
this is the thing.
Zero.
Put Reynolds, right?
Uh-oh.
Doing. All right, he's doing.
Have you guys ever seen Pee Wee Herman? It's like, oh, I said the magic word. Ah.
if Reynolds is doing that, people will be like, it is so genius. Like he's awesome, right? But he has all that leverage behind him already. If it's random that he knows about his mom, it's gonna be like, okay, bro, like try. I don't know. Like I think you can keep it simple and be a little bit creative at the same time.
I mean,
All right, rest my case. It's a thumbs down, Jimmy Edwards. I'm sorry,
It's
bro.
a down.
It's a down.
all right, so I would just love to maybe try something like this to see what the engagement is gonna be in that ad. If people are gonna be bashing you, like it's like, who are you? Blah blah blah, and it's just gonna be like,
that's the thing. Like
We'll check back in on it next week. We'll see.
We should all do an ad like that. Just
I'm-
with
I'm-
like here, we can pretend. Hold
There
on.
you
All right,
Hold on.
Be as boring as you can be.
Yep. Hold on. There. Hi.
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 I do stuff. You should pay me money.
This is Content Chop Shop. We look at videos that sell things. You can too.
And sometimes we do this. Couldn't resist. Had to have something. That was boring.
It's a lot more fun than lemon juice in a cut.
and
We don't speak English.
Fonzie sucks in tennis.
And we don't speak English.
Man, no.
Tune in.
No. Yeah, it's a thumbs down.
Do the
Yeah,
ad
man.
now.
Yeah.
All
It's a
right.
rough
Going
one.
live
Yeah.
tonight. We're going live tonight.
And I like Jim Edwards. I gotta clarify that. I like Jim
Me
Edwards. I
too.
think
I'm a
he's
huge
cool.
fan. Huge
Oh, yeah.
I like his
yeah.
morning
Big
with the
fan.
chickens.
And
show
it probably
everything.
worked phenomenally well for him. But
Yeah.
again, if you're in a position that you don't like props, you're not used to having camera, you can't do graphics, and you think you're going to convert with that kind of ad,
That's rough.
I'll tell you
I
what
think-
though, if they had been walking,
Place.
if they had been walking and had some change of scenery behind them, and both of them are walking at the same time at different locations in the world and having
Now-
that same conversation, it probably would have amped it up a bit just to have something to break up the monotony of it and give a different
Yep.
pace.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Who knows who runs the ads for him? Because I now I'm super curious to see what the back end of that ad looks like.
But this is the thing. You're thinking on the back
it
end.
looks like the front end of it.
Okay, I get it, bro.
the front end.
Dwayne says it was definitely a split test. Dwayne, you know more on this? Do you know if it really was a split test, or are you
Let us
assuming?
know.
Spill the beans, Dwayne. Spill the beans.
But anyways,
Spill the
yes,
beans
I
if you
get
got
it,
the
but
info.
I'm just very curious to see why they did it. Like that's it. That's all. Like what I highlight from that is the least friction possible. Anything else? Yeah. Okay. No. But again, I'm very curious to see why. Like why they do that. Like are they? What are the intention? We should bring Jim to the show.
I'm imagining. I imagine my.
I'll
my
text
brother
him right now.
Mike.
Yes.
Just
I'll
remember
text
the
him right
last-
after that.
Yeah, let's
And
bring
we
Jim.
have our next video. Go.
What?
New year, new you, new. Oh, hello. These new Fabletics feel amazing. New year, do you feel Fabletics? 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 Really good leggings. Hey, you guys ready for this here? The game. Woo!
You heard her. New year, do you in Fabletics. Lose yourself in the feel of Fabletics leggings, now available in a variety of colors, lengths, and sizes up to 4X. Score a deal on 2 pairs of leggings for just $24, only at Fabletics.com.
Hey,
Any ladies in the house?
I'm actually wearing mine right now.
I know you are.
I love how one of their selling points is the pocket for the phone.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how often my girlfriend says that her pockets are too small. She's like, I'm jealous that you have big pockets that you can use anytime
manly
you want.
pockets.
Their stuff actually goes in the pocket, and you can just use it as a pocket. Because for girls, apparently, it's just for show.
So I have a few pairs of Fabletic shorts.
They look exactly like those, yeah.
Fabletic shorts, and they have the liner inside, right? And the liner has a pocket for your phone. But I try to jog once with my phone in my pocket, and my pants just kept falling down. it's kind of awkward. But yeah, that random fact.
He sold. I think, Robert, you sold on the pants or the girl? I'm sold on the girl. Katie's not jealous. We're good.
Katie's not gonna watch this. That's why he's saying this.
That was difficult to watch. Yeah.
I like the increase on the jokes. Like it got funnier and funnier as it went. I think it might have taken a little bit to get funny. Like the first maybe like 15 seconds where like, okay, she's like singing and talking. But yeah, it was honestly a simple ad too, right? Like all they did was just like film her walking.
What I wanted to get into is that if you diminish the quality on that, I feel like it still hits great angles of the product.
Exactly what was their target audience?
Male or female?
Yes. You know, maybe it's also males are like, hey, baby, here I go. You two Fabletics for $25.
Yeah, put them on right now.
Let's see if you look like that blonde.
A gift for you, secretly for me. Yeah, there you go.
Element. Like let's talk a little bit of frameworks, right? Like, okay, who their target audience, right? Is that person the target audience? Maybe is the people that are looking at her the target audience. You know, I know that by a fact because I worked in a fitness studio that a lot of people wore Lululemon. They were coming with Fabletics as a competition because it was maybe same quality or better, but they were cheaper, right? So that was the competition, Lulu and Fabletics, right? So I think that is part of like the market also that I'm telling you it's difficult to watch. Yeah. So I think they depict the fact that is somebody that needs to go work out, right? A girl like that, and that's the feature, right? The phone thing.
Yeah, it's funny. So they have a bunch of like influencers with Fabletics, and their ads say these are the new Lululemons, or it's like better than your Lululemons. Which in my mind is like, dude, you are just advertising Lululemons as the best of the category. Like you're promoting them that they are the competition, right? Like they are the category king of like cool leggings for women. But yeah, I think the target market was the girl, not the guys. Definitely was the girl. And
joking aside, I think it was a good ad. I think that it did the job.
That was a good ad.
Russell always says that you talk about your competitors until the very second you pass them. That's what Russell says. Russell talked about the other funnel builder, Confusionsoft is what he liked to call it, until they passed him, and then they didn't say a breath about him.
Yeah, I love that point, Jim, because here's the thing though. There's a difference in how do you position that, right? Like Russell threw rocks and Confusionsoft or whatever, right? He threw rocks, but Fabletics is not throwing rocks at Lulu. They're literally putting them. Yeah, we're the new ones, or we're like whatever. So that like they already are mentioning that Lulu is way up here, and they're like, this is a different option, right? Like a cheaper option, maybe, right? So what is that doing to your mind? So they're not throwing rocks at Lulu; they're just positioning them. So we have a comment here: leggings are super competitive right now. So I felt the message and the price point was great, right? So yeah, they fall in a different bracket for people that want that quality, right? But they might not afford $100 a legging, right?
Fun fact about my story: the shorts that I have, they cost like $60 each, but I didn't pay that because they have a promotion that is like 2 for $24. I was like, heck yeah, sign me up. So I bought 2 and then I canceled my membership and that's it. And they didn't get I'm not
Treat him like Columbia House.
I'm not like a customer for life or anything. Honestly, like if they put me Lulus or those, I will take Lulus. And I have honestly a lot of complaints about those shorts too. So yeah, it is interesting. The brand inside, if we go straight to the ad, I like the ad. I enjoyed it. I think it got the message across, showed the benefit if you're saying that is actually an actual complaint. So yeah, thumbs up for me.
Yeah, I really think just as a final thing that you could do that with a phone. You could do that whole ad with a phone and it still hits because it was structured well. The format was there. You could do that out of your home if you wanted to, and you had a treadmill, and then you just do the product detail shots of the actual leggings. I think it works.
We're all against my brother today.
I know.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
It's all Gucci.
The best bro funds the
Oh
world.
my gosh. That's a surprise.
And we'll end the show with that.
That is
all right,
different
everyone. Good night.
Just saying.
Drink it in, fellas. Drink it
That
in.
could be. Hey, wait a second. We can have this be an award for the.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it depends on if we like it or not.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I think we need to figure out how we're gonna give the Reynolds because we haven't given it to any ad.
Okay, that serves
You may have to do like a cardboard cutout or something. We'll have to craft.
Yeah,
We'll get crafty.
and like how often? Like how often are we gonna give it out? We're gonna give it out once a month, right? Like we
Once
get
a month.
It should be a
I think
monthly
once a
thing.
month.
Yeah, and then we have to go. Like, since we're only gonna have one, like we're gonna have to go back and take it back from that person.
You know what we could do? We could make a digital version of it that's like a GIF that you can share on all your stuff.
Yep.
And then at the end of the month, if you share it, like, I don't know, the internet bans you or something. And then at the end of the year, we will send out a yearly actual Reynolds trophy or every 6 months or
that's
something like that.
I didn't know Corey was on the show right now.
Bud Keaton said for the last
the
one,
one in
Bud
the
said
tub?
he portrayed the customer journey really well. Thanks for mentioning that, Bud. Appreciate you, man.
Ron, if you're talking about the guy on the top, I don't think that's Corey.
Oh, it's not Corey?
Oh, God.
I just thought
Corey,
he didn't have
we're
glasses.
sorry. We love you, Corey. Sorry, Corey.
Corey's not.
And go.
I'm Jonathan Cropper, CEO of Drops.com, and I'm here to give you the naked truth about laundry. Size does not matter when it comes to laundry. Let's start with jugs. It's big, all right, messy too, and expensive. You know why? Lots of plastic, lots of water, shipped all over the country, from factory to warehouse to retailer. That's what you're paying for. It's a dinosaur, and we all know dinosaurs are extinct. Meet our imitators. This is your average detergent pod. It has 20 plus chemicals with names nobody can pronounce. Nice colors. I hope they don't stain. I know color doesn't clean. Would you take a bath in either of these? No way. That's why we developed Drops. Drops is dye-free, MPE-free, phosphate-free, animal cruelty-free. So free, it's freaking awesome. We make Drops with only 6 safe ingredients, certified by the EPA. Drops is tough on dirt, but gentle enough for baby skin. It's so gentle, I'm taking a bath in it. Doing laundry with Drops is hard. One drop equals one load. Now, can we talk about my package? 100% recyclable. Manufacturing Drops ourselves and distributing directly helps us cut out the middleman and reduce transportation costs. With delivery plans as low as $4 a month, the average family can save $100 a year. Hello? What are you saying? The cleanest clothes at the lowest price? You're damn right it's a great deal. Thanks for calling. Shipping is always free. You choose the product and plan that's right for you, and we'll drop Drops at your door. The naked truth is that Drops make laundry better and life easier. Every Drops counts, saving money, plastic, water, and time. So go to Drops.com. The first one's on us.
Wow.
All right, let's talk about it.
That was a great ad. That was a great ad.
Clap.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Yeah, I just want to say, like, any CEO that's willing to, is he the real CEO? Like, that would be so awesome. Like, if he actually
I believe
is, the
he
CEO,
is. I believe he is the
if-
Drops
and he's willing to
CEO.
do that, that's an amazing company. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Like, just the sense of humor of the guy.
Robert says, "I wish the girl from the last video was in this one."
But wouldn't it be concerning if she was?
Yes.
And I
Tony says
really
it's freaking
enjoyed this ad.
awesome.
It is freaking awesome, Tony. Yeah, this
That
ad was great.
Yeah, that was.
good.
that
Okay,
was a
but
great ad.
why was it good? Let's break it down.
It was simple.
Why do you guys like
It was
was
simple.
super
It was to the
simple.
point. You got the message. He made fun of things. He had some innuendos, and it accomplished everything he was trying to do. And he threw rocks at a bunch of stuff. It had everything
Dude,
that
yeah.
you could possibly have in an ad, and he didn't crack a smile once,
Dude.
which made it even funnier.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that he threw rocks at the competitors. They're like dinosaurs, blah, blah, like the chemicals, like all this, right? It's absolutely amazing because you're already creating your own position in that market against those guys. So immediately the people that already feel bad about doing all that stuff, they're gonna go to drops.com and buy that.
Well, I yes, I think it threw rocks pretty effectively, but just think about what company in that space educates the customer. Nobody. Every ad that you see is always like, oh, the clothes and we're happy family. Like, dude, like this guy literally told you the behind the scene of what these companies do, how they run the business. Like, is water. It takes a lot of money to ship it. You're paying for all that process, right? We do this, and that. Yes, he's throwing rocks, but at the same time, he's educating the market. I think it's so impressive, the fact that, like, I have no idea any of the chemicals that all this stuff has, right? And now you're telling me that yours is like all clean and free and natural. Like, that is absolutely amazing, right? It doesn't have colors. It's so nice that you can take a bath in it. Like, I love that. I love the fact that they set out to educate the market in an industry that is old, is an old industry with, I would say, very few competitors, because I feel like it's always the same brands selling these things.
Tide Pods.
So
That's
now
all I can think about is the kids eating the Tide Pods. Remember that?
the kids eating the Tide Pods, yeah.
Hence-
So now they're coming in and just crushing it.
I enjoyed it. I thought he was a super likable dude. I thought it was simple. I thought it got to the point, had good jokes, and it explained to me why I should pick them over Tide Pods or one of the big competitors, big brands. So I think it nailed it. I think it did a great job.
And they have a subscription model, so
Golf clap.
Yep.
Yeah, hold on.
So how could you
Yeah.
apply that to your product or service? So what his main poll was, what did he say?
Oh,
You can do the laundry and take a bath at the same time.
So his
Hey.
thing was that it's so sensitive. A baby's skin or whatever is fine to come in contact with it. So he just submerged himself in a tub and did the commercial from the tub to prove that point.
And then
So
you
what-
can do
what
that
can you
with
find
your
in
uncolored
business?
shirts on. You can do that with your uncolored shirts on, and you'll be multitasking time 3. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Be great.
Great ideas. I love all
Our votes in. Our votes in.
Votes are
my
in.
vote is in. Let's see. Ron says he could be swayed. Ooh, okay. Lewis
Jim
and
Edwards.
Fonzie, both on the same one.
Yeah, I voted for Jim Edwards.
Ah,
Yeah, everyone says Jim Edwards. Excellent.
here we go.
In the comments,
Ready?
put which one you think is
We're
gonna
ready. We're ready.
Put it in the comments. Put it in the
Let's go.
comments.
Put it in the comments. We'll see. We'll give everyone like 2 seconds. Ready?
Just
All
think
right, you
it.
guys
Put in
pick
the
which one you
comments
vote for.
which one
For the
is
game
gonna win
chop.
the chop.
Yeah.
Drops.
Let's
Drops
go.
for the
We got
win.
We got
Oh.
people voting for
It
color.
was close though. It was close. The Ann
It was
Collar
close.
first one was in the running.
Follow
But it ended
closing
up
by the
coming out
commercial. Fabletics, Robert. Fabletics,
Fabletics.
okay?
Yeah, Robert wanted the butt. He wanted the
Yeah.
butt commercial. So I respect you, Robert, and I understand why. So it's drops. That image is gonna haunt me for at least a
know.
good couple of days. And I think I might get a t-shirt with him on it.
Someone
Ron
could have
Bell-
told him to shave his shoulders. That's all.
But then it wouldn't have been nearly as funny.
yeah. Is that
He
a
need-
salt and
he
pepper
needs
shaker over to the left? Like, what is
That's a
that?
big-
Those are like seashells. It's like a decorative thing.
Oh, is it like Luis's water bottle? Looks about the
I
same
think so.
size.
I think it's the same company. It's you can buy it on Amazon.
Got it.
All right, guys.
And let's do
The gallon water bottle is doing his thing, so I need to like run real quick. What are we doing?
We are Jesus. All right. We're playing
I'm
drops.
Jonathan Cropper, CEO of Drops.com, and I'm here to give you the naked truth about laundry. Size does not matter when it comes to laundry. Let's start with jugs. It's big, all right, messy too, and expensive. You know why? Lots of plastic, lots of water, shipped all over the country, from factory to warehouse to retail. That's what you're paying for. It's a dinosaur, and we all know dinosaurs are extinct. Meet our imitators. This is your average detergent pod. It has 20 plus chemicals with names nobody can pronounce. Nice colors. I hope they don't stain. I know color doesn't clean. Would you take a bath in either of these? No way. That's why we developed Drops. Drops is dye-free, MPE-free, phosphate-free, animal cruelty-free. So free, it's freaking awesome. We make Drops with only 6 safe ingredients, certified by the EPA. Drops is tough on dirt, but gentle enough for a baby's skin. It's so gentle, I'm taking a bath in it. Doing laundry with Drops is hard to up. One drop equals one load. Now, can we talk about my package? 100% recyclable. Manufacturing Drops ourselves and distributing directly helps us cut out the middleman. Use transportation. With delivery plans as low as $4 a month, the average family can save $100 a year. Hello? What are you saying? The cleanest clothes at the lowest price? You're damn right it's a great deal. Thanks for calling. Shipping is always free. You choose the product and plan that's right for you, and we'll drop Drops at your door. The naked truth is that Drops makes laundry better and life easier. Every Drops counts, saving money, plastic, water, and time. So go to Drops.com. The first one's on us.
So good. Such good ad.
That's good.
And then,
Tony asks, is this a Harmon Bros commercial? Honestly, I don't know if it's a Harmon Bros commercial.
Yeah,
though.
I
I
have no
don't
idea.
think so. It doesn't have the same quality as usual and the lighting and all that kind of extra stuff that they do. But that's what's cool about it is you could make this commercial. You could do this.
Yeah.
This is very
dude.
doable.
We should get naked
Just-
and make ads.
No? No, okay, I'll keep it on.
What?
I'll keep it on.
What? This
I was,
one-
I was, I was ready. I was no.
Ron's gonna, all right, time to take the phone in the tub.
All right, guys. So awesome. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you so much for watching.
Bye,
Really
guys.
appreciate you guys out there. See you next Thursday for another episode of Content Chop Shop right here on the Content Chop Shop new page. Drop in, say
Share the
hello.
page.
We always
Share the page.
appreciate it. And you guys have a great one. Bye.
Yeah, the naked chub.